I wanted to do, in a way, a mainstream movie, a popular movie, with a very accessible story, something, entertaining.
George Valentine is a movie star in 1920s, a silent movie star. Is a joker, naive, seducer, sometimes arrogant, no instinct for the future.
It's like seeing Gene Kelly. You don't win Best Actor at Cannes if you turn in a crummy performance. It's an extraordinary performance.
It's my third collaboration with him, and he's very comfortable with his body language, and he has something very rare, I think. He's as good as in the close-up, and he's in the wide shot.
Peppy Miller is an actress who happens to bump into George Valentine at an opening and get her photograph in the trades. She has an incredible personality, and a wonderful screen presence. So pretty soon she's playing second leads, and then she's playing the leads, and then of course she's when sound comes in, she has a wonderful speaking voice, and she sings, and she's uninhibited, comfortable in front of the camera, articulate, and becomes a big star.
Women and men can relate to her and love her. She has something very spontaneous, a lot of energy. She's crazy enough, funny enough, but never, she's not an ambitious person. She just takes every moment of her life, and everything that happened to her is a good thing, and she takes it and turns it to something good to her.
Berenice, first of all, is just beautiful. And talk about a face. As Gloria Swanson said, we didn't need words, darling, we had faces. She has a face, and she has beautiful expression in her eyes, and the littlest thing, like the wink, you know, the shrug of the shoulder, the holding of her fur, the way she stood, and that one scene in the film, which I think is so stunning and so moving, and is when they're falling in love, and she sneaks into his dressing room, and she puts her hand into his sleeve and pretends that he's holding her and caressing her. That scene, with incredible music, is conveyed so beautifully by her.
George Valentine is a silent movie star who, for one reason or another, cannot make the adaptation into talkies and resists, and spends his own money to make a picture, which fails. The stock market crashes. His life savings are gone. His wife divorces him, and he hits bottom.
She ends up becoming a huge star of the talkies, and he ends up being someone who everyone forgets about. And then there's the stock crash, and he becomes sort of this destitute actor, and it's a love story between the two of them.
I really tried to find the American spirit of the story, because the story takes place here in Hollywood, and I really wanted to respect the way to shoot it, but also the way to think it. I mean, how the characters, what they can do. I mean, there's no nudity, there's no violence, and I think it was, the Hays Code.
Action!
Hollywood is not just Hollywood because it's here in Los Angeles. Hollywood represents America and represents magic and represents hopefulness and represents possibility to an entire world now, because they grew up on our pictures. And the pictures in the 20s and 30s and 40s are what they saw. We define ourselves as human beings by the stories we tell each other.
Hollywood love story are a little bit different because it's always over the top, it's always big music, and actors are beautiful, and it's always very intense. So that makes this love story a little bit special.
It's just great to see a story about Hollywood in black and white with other people.
It does everything that you want a movie to do. It transports you to another era. It makes you laugh, makes you cry. I think it's one of the most beautiful films I've ever seen.
The Artist, to me, is a love letter to cinema. I think audiences are in for such an incredible treat.